The particular nomadic life is the best in C's fourth installment, The River, which finds all its characters starting, or continuing, journeys through a perilous wasteland where rest and relaxation are expensive luxuries. Too bad, after that this episode may be the first to truly spin the wheels, shifting the narrative ahead in only minuscule amounts. With Tamakti Jun's forces encroaching upon Alkane, it's coming back our heroes in order to flee. Prior to departing together with Baba, Jason Momoa, Kofun, Haniwa, in addition to Paris, as nicely as a trio associated with warrior comrades, Magra makes sure to grab a little pouch that she has been hiding within her home's key floorboard compartment. Kofun also decides to consider something along about this trip, Gether, whom he abducts at knifepoint and even drags into the woodland. Always the most callous of the bunch, Haniwa tells her sibling that Gether should get to die for his efforts to throw these to the Witchfinder General's wolves, but Kofun, intent on proving that we're not that type of tribe, rather knocks him away, thereby allowing him to crawl at home once he wakes up. Tamakti Jun is not happy he's once more failed to grab Haniwa and Kofun, together with expresses that disappointment by making Alkane's residents kneel before him, until proven or else, you're all witches, and savagely murdering Bo Lion's mother. He then resumes their pursuit, which is complex by the fact that Baba Voss has made advance arrangements for the possibility of a good invasion, and has to escape, by building a large raft-like boat and, now, he is piloting his team out onto the particular river. This is, let us say, a hassle-free plot twist, although it hardly ensures the character's security, since Tamakti Jun's minions are quickly lining the shoreline, listening intently for just about any sign of Baba and company's passing. In a world where everyone's listening is finely tuned, even the subtle cranky of Baba's vessel is a dead-free item, and Tamakti Jun's forces quickly and brutally lay duress to the craft. This particular results in a fight most notable for Baba slicing a man's throat while silently lurking in the drinking water, and the untimely deaths of two of Baba's most trusted allies. As with prior action set pieces, this particular sequence proves that C is reasonably good at wielding silence to be able to suspenseful, otherwise quite innovative effect. There's moderate tension to be found within the lead-up to this discord, but once the weaponry starts swinging, seems like countless comparable battles one has observed before. At least Gether, who's rejoined Tamakti Jun on the riverbank, doesn't live to find out another backstabbing daytime, because, at the conclusion of the melee, Haniwa shoots him with a gazelle, and Tamakti Jun, after studying that catching as much as Baba will be a problem, finishes him off. Tamakti Jun then does exactly what he does greatest, sends a message in order to Queen Kane telling her of his latest failure, which usually disappoints her yet truly infuriates typically the royal cabinet, which often relays that the people are tired of this specific fruitless crusade. In response to this groundswell of opposition, the girl reminds them that this royal constitution states she's in charge till she dies, in addition to I'm not sensation unwell. This does not dissuade Lord Dune, who gives Kane a figurative punch across the face simply by claiming that the girl hunt for Haniwa and even Kofun is less regarding squashing the Vision heresy than concerning her misery more than Jurlameryl's departure. They say we are the nation governed with a broken heart, he asserts, which in turn cuts deep due to the fact it's true even if skeptics become damned. Haniwa together with Kofun do have the particular magical power of view. Out of immediate risk, Kofun reads Jurlameryl's final message. This states that they are to follow the water to the Great Violescent Road and forward to the House Enlightenment, where they will build a new empire that will stand like a bright shining sight in a world of night. Magra has already established enough of Jurlameryl's prophecy, however, and holds an election about whether to follow along with the river additional toward Jurlameryl or set up a getaway, hidden from Tamakti Jun, in the encircling area. Baba ballots with his angry spouse to stop when he later admits to being able to Paris, he terrifying what she may do if this individual went against the woman, but everybody else elects to maintain their own current course. Typically, the tiebreaker turns out to be Bo Lion, whose following chat with Kofun, in which she justifies her choice by simply saying she has no place else to go since Alkane has apparently been slaughtered simply by Tamakti Jun, shows that a romance between two might at some point blossom. Change, therefore, wins out over stasis, at least on the lake. Back at the structure, Kane's handmaiden Nairi, Lauren Glazier, overhears the royal cupboard plotting to execution Kane. She reviews this to the full, who subsequently appointments the treacherous woman and Master Dune, who existing her with an uncommon, newly captured songbird that will only croon its tune whenever sitting in one's hands. The bird will be, actually, a fatal spider. Cain does not fall for this tricking the blind ruse, killing they are all with the aid of her stalwart while declaring, "I won't die with this city. This town will die for me personally." Baba's troop stops for the nighttime on the shore. Haniwa tells Magra if she hopes Gerlameryl's House of Enlightenment will be a beacon involving hope where the previous is remembered and knowledge can be used to enhance the present. Magra wondered where her place in this glorious empire will be. With her mind, she'd become the blind queen along with a king, knight in shining armor, and princess who are able to see. In addition to Haniwa trying to persuade her mom that her motivations are usually altruistic in character. That night, Kofan timepieces over his resting family, and yet each morning, they discover that all their weapons have been taken. More troubling in order to Magra, though, is the fact that her pouch is pilfered. While the lady won't reveal the contents to Baba, she demands it be recovered at any cost, because it's the one thing of her father's that she offers. Before anyone may search for their possessions, Kofan and Haniwa spot a shadowy figure amidst typically the forest trees. It's almost certainly Gerlameryl. Simultaneously, Cain hears through Nairi that protests have sprouted upward outside the palace, faster than the assassination of the cabinet lords. The girl reacts by closing down the machines which power the dam, causing the water to prevent flowing to the river, and the palace to be able to crumble almost all as she leaves on her own trip to find Gerlameryl.